The local economy seems to be improving based on the latest data compiled for the Dunedin City Council. It shows the city's gross domestic product is up and there are hundreds more jobs than a couple of years ago. Des Adamson from Enterprise Dunedin has been looking through the figures and he joins us to talk about it. Good evening.
Good evening.
Tell us about the latest research that's been done.
Okay, we utilise BERL, which is an economic monitoring agency, and we use them to report against the goals of the Grow Dunedin Partnership. It's regarding Dunedin's economic development strategy, which is 2013 to 2023. There's two goals here. One is 10,000 new jobs, full-time jobs by 2023, and the other is $10,000 extra income for each person over the same time. That approximates to approximately 2.5% GDP per capita. What
does it say about local GDP?
It says GDP per capita is actually a measure of the average income of a person. Now it's 1.3%. Now that against the rest of New Zealand is 1.2. So it's really quite good to hear that. In the last 10 years, the average has only been 0.2%. So 1.3, we think that's really positive.
And BERL's identified more jobs locally?
There's been approximately 1,770 new jobs over the past 2 years, 780 2015 and about 993 in 2014.
Were those numbers that you were expecting?
I think we've been working towards this. The city's always been a good place to do business, and it's never easy, but there's a number of initiatives going on which are helping.
How is the Grow Dunedin Partnership tracking?
The Grow Dunedin Partnership's tracking quite positively, although we're still slightly behind some targets we've set for ourselves. As I said, GDP per capita is 1.3% and employment growth is 1.5%. The last 10 years for employment growth was only 0.2%. So even though we're 0.8% behind New Zealand average, that's quite positive and it's significantly better than the last 10 years.
Is there a feeling of optimism out there in the local economy?
I think I've discussed it with a number of parties and also from my own personal experience, and I think with Dunedin there's a cautious optimism regarding the economy, although this can be influenced by large macro economies, impacts on the economy. So there's investment going on, as you notice, the Distinction Hotel, the old Cargill's motel. There's also another hotel going up. So there's investment going on.
What's your focus now that this data is in?
I think the focus is still on more jobs. I think we need to understand the figures a wee bit better and see where we can position ourselves. And also there may be other things we can measure which demonstrate Dunedin's economic health as well.
What is the biggest challenge in growing our economy?
The biggest challenge to me is external perceptions. I think a lot of people have got a negative viewpoint about Dunedin. They don't realise how good this city is, how quick it is to get to work, what great schools we have, what great sporting activities we have, great facilities. It's just a matter of convincing people this is the right area to do business in.
And the weather's not really as bad as we tell other people.
The weather is far from being bad. We're one of the best cities in New Zealand, I think.
Oh, I reckon too. Des Adamson from Enterprise Dunedin with some good news. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.